I'm MaLisa Horton, and I'm a breast cancer survivor. It was around this time of year in 2014, and I had been 1 year out from kidney cancer and surgery for that, and I realized that I'd missed the summer of 2013 going for a well woman visit. I'd missed the summer of 2014 for the well woman visit, and I thought, I probably should go have that done. So I contacted my doctors, and over Thanksgiving went in, and just one short week later, after that Thanksgiving break and having a mammogram, I got a letter, and it said, you need to come back in. So I go back in, and they come in the room, and I've learned when the doctor walks in the room in the middle of something that it might be a little bit of an alarm. Anyway, the doctor walked in the room and said, hey, Miss Horton, you need to be here for a biopsy at 1 o'clock. It was my first year as principal. I was like, I'm busy. I'll just go get this done, and I'll be right back to work, and on I go. Not so much. Biopsy came back that it was positive for cancer, and I got that. That was like on a Thursday. The radiologist actually called me on Saturday and said, it's cancer.
How did you get this spot on your nose?
From one of my black markers.
Look at me.
The treatment overall was, I knew I had to have a mastectomy, then there would be reconstruction. And I thought that process would go really fast. 6 to 8 months, boom, 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 done. Again, the data came back after the surgery that there were many more markers that were cancerous. So that delayed the reconstruction process, and I had to go into chemo treatments. Those were very trying. They were very emotionally and physically, they were very, very draining. I lost all my hair. Medicines made me gain weight. And I had very little energy. So I went through chemo pretty much all through the spring of 2015. Then I had a short break, and then I started radiation. And I did radiation for almost 30 rounds of radiation. My strength does not come from within me. A lot of people said that they would look at me. I'll get emotional with this. They would look at me and they'd think, oh, you're such a strong person. And I'm like, no, I'm really not. The strength doesn't come from within me. It comes from God and God alone. And I can't do justice to the level of the relationship that I have with God now. One of my prayers during all of that, well, first was save me. That was my big prayer. And then I was like, maybe that's not what you want. Maybe what is it that I need to do for you? And I know that there's nothing on earth that I can do for God. He's much bigger than that. I also know that going through a trial, a trauma, any of those kinds of situations, that He can be glorified. What is your purpose? What is your purpose, MaLisa? And my purpose is to help others. And God has blessed me with, I've had several people reach out to me since my diagnosis and my journey and said, can you help me get started on this path? Because I've been diagnosed and I don't know what to do next.
10 months ago, in December, I had a double mastectomy. Miss Horton was a big inspiration to me. She gave me a lot of strength. I was a big mess. I cried. I had a big pity party for myself. And I didn't know that I was going to be strong enough to get through it. And Miss Horton really helped me get the courage. She was so strong during her battle, and I got to witness how much strength she put into fighting. And I thought, if she can do it and still be a principal and lose her hair and still come to school, I can do this. I can do this.
Don't give up. No, don't give
is up. Good job. Have a hug from Miss Key. This cancer touches so many lives. When you go places, you hear so many stories from different people. Some that have survived, some that haven't. And no matter which way it goes, you can still feel the love. And I think the love is the most important thing that gets you through everything. Everything in life, if you can boil it down to love, you can make it. You can make it.
I had one student who, I guess their parent had told them what was going on with me, because they came to me one day in the hallway and they leaned over and gave me a hug. They said, my grandma has been sick with cancer and she's okay and you're going to be okay. So, that positive outlook that kids have. There were days where I just thought, I don't have the physical strength, and I was right, I didn't. But boy, the energy that you can draw from the positive emotions of others and the positive outlook of others, that was profound. And the children brought that every single day, every day. I still questioned why I was placed in a position, and then I didn't feel like I was able to fulfill that job the way I wanted to. But then when I look at the gift that I received through the people here, I know now why I was placed here, to receive that love.